Today, we're going to walk through a truly heartbreaking story that unfolded in Faridabad, India. We'll be piecing together what's known about this case from a shocking discovery all the way to a devastating confession. Now, this is a difficult subject, so we're going to navigate it with the care it deserves. At the very heart of this is an unthinkable loss. An 18-month-old little girl, the youngest of 6 sisters, was found dead in a drain. This one single devastating fact is what kicked off an investigation that would uncover a story of just immense desperation. So, to really understand what happened, we have to start right at the beginning of the official timeline, and that's the moment it all came to light, on April 23rd, when the child's body was first found. The specific location was a drain known to locals as Budya Nala. This is ground zero. It's the scene where this entire incident started to unravel, drawing in the police and shocking the whole community. And it wasn't the police who found her. It was actually 2 school students who first spotted the little girl's body caught in an iron mesh. They did exactly the right thing. They alerted people nearby, and that's when the police were called to the scene. As police began their work, the case took an even more horrifying turn. The initial probe concluded this wasn't some tragic accident. Investigators determined she had been thrown into that drain while she was still alive. Well, you can imagine, that horrifying discovery just shifted the entire investigation into high gear. With no one who saw it happen, police turned to technology, and that's what led them to a crucial breakthrough. This is the key question, right? With no immediate witnesses, where could they possibly turn for evidence? The answer, as is so often the case in modern policing, was found by reviewing hours and hours of footage. It was painstaking work, I'm sure, but it was effective. The crime branch went through local CCTV footage and found exactly what they were looking for. A camera had captured a woman walking with a child, and then, a short time later, returning on the exact same path but alone. That stark, chilling difference was all they needed to identify a suspect. From there, the investigation moved into its most painful phase. The woman seen in the footage was brought in for questioning, and according to the police, she confessed. This next part reveals who she is and the alleged reason behind this unthinkable act. According to police reports, the woman identified from the CCTV footage was Neelam, the child's own mother. She and her husband, Sanjay, were originally from Bihar and were living in Faridabad, where he worked at a private firm. During interrogation, police say Neelam gave them her motive, and this quote from a senior investigating officer states it directly. It was extreme poverty. With 6 daughters, she reportedly confessed that the family's financial situation was so bad, she felt she just couldn't properly care for them. That confession, it just raises so many questions about the family's circumstances. So let's try to understand the context of this extreme financial hardship that the police sources have described. The reporting really emphasizes the sheer size of the family. The couple had 6 children, and all of them were daughters. In her alleged confession, the mother said this was a central reason she felt completely overwhelmed by their situation. And the victim in all of this was the family's youngest child, just 18 months old, a toddler completely dependent on her parents, which just makes the details of this story even harder to comprehend. Police sources paint a really stark picture of the family's life. They were migrants from Bihar, living in a jhuggi, which is a simple shack or hut. And even with the husband working, the family was reportedly facing severe economic distress. We're talking about a family living on the absolute margins. Now, it's really important to remember that as of the time of this reporting, this is not a closed case. So let's quickly cover the official status of the investigation. Police spokesperson Yashpal has confirmed that the investigation is still active. And what that means is more details could emerge. The full story might not be known yet. The confession is a key piece for sure, but the police are still working to build the complete picture. The facts of this case are tragic, and they're deeply unsettling. And while the police investigation continues, the story leaves all of us with a profound and difficult question to think about. What happens when poverty pushes someone to the absolute brink of desperation?